So there's way too many people that jump on an initial consultation with me when they realize that their original plans to migrate to Australia has failed. So now I'm going to tell you more about how to bulletproof or to reduce the chance of not being able to follow through your plan to migrate to Australia. Hi, I'm Johnny. I'm a migration lawyer in Sydney and I post daily content on TikTok, Instagram and YouTube Shorts to help migrants like you to get PR faster. So there was this consultation that I did not too long ago where there's a couple and the original plan was to rely on the husband's employer to sponsor the husband's and the family on a subclass 482 core skill pathway visa. However, as you know, the economy is going down, high inflation, and the employer lost a lot of projects. So that didn't eventuate, and of course, husband lost the job, 100% lost the sponsorship. Now we're sort of in the middle of everything and then it's a mess. In order to get through it, and then when I read through the whole process and their CV, I realized the wife had perfect chance of migrating if the wife had taken some action maybe a year ago. I've seen it way too many times because for that one, the wife actually has a solid PR pathway as a massage therapist. The wife could go away and get payment evidence, not working from cash, or like focus and get more hours, at least 1 year full-time work experience working as a massage therapist, be nice with the boss. And also the good thing is the boss actually wanted to sponsor. However, the wife just never thought about it. In this instance, they couldn't get through it with the 482 skill in demand visa. The wife sort of barely having 12 months of full-time work experience to go through the 407 training visa. So that's the problem. Because if you want to get through with permanent residency in Australia, or even move on to the next visa, and there are some other factors that you can't control, you will need to make sure that you have a backup plan. In this instance, the husband's plan was the 482 visas with the employer. The wife plans was to just tag along on the husband's plan. When this plan falls apart, the whole family suffers, including young kids and all these things. Budget blow up, make it worse is worse comes to worse, they may need to depart Australia if they fail to find an alternative. So make sure you have all the things prepared and ready to go. For example, just now I was talking about the skills in demand visa. There are also other people who are ready on the general skill migration pathway but decided not to go for. So I've met this young couple in Perth, and then they are well positioned to get general skill migration through the WA pathway. However, the friends talked them out of it and decided to go through employer-sponsored visa. They've been working on and off with the employer, and then they didn't do the job-ready program and all these things. Eventually, what happened? Employer pulled out. So I looked into their CV, I looked into their status and qualification. Then I realized they could actually get invited in Perth, but they just decided not to go through with the general skill migration process back then because the friend said, it's highly uncertain and expensive and might as well you wait for your employer to sponsor. The journey or the struggle to get permanent residency does not stop unless and until you receive the permanent residency visa. You can't just sit here and be complacent thinking, oh yeah, fine, I'm going through it. I have this plan and then just gotta wait for my employer to go through it. Now, like even a lot of people on the 482 visa, they're also working very hard towards their general skill migration project. For example, still working hard on this superior English, working very hard on CCL, getting more points, keep checking the state policy, updating the COE, updating the EOI. So I help them all the time in order to get stuff like that across the line. So make sure you also do your absolute best to get through with it so that you increase the chance of getting permanent residency. So I hope it helps. So that's it for this episode. If you like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, got comments, put in the comment section, share with your friends. And that's it for this episode, and I'll see you in the next one.